way, we're going to make a right-hand turn here. We can take you all the way north, all the way up to Manasquan Inlet, all the way up to New Jersey, without going into the ocean. I think twice if you missed it. $200 a month or less than the point. That's the highest priced home in Broward County over on your left. They're selling that house right now for $7 million. Actually, see how big the house is right now. Now straight ahead, soon to be on your left-hand side, two small one-story homes. And these are what all the homes used to look like back in the early 1900s. The ones to the left with round roofs, got all kinds of statues out back. It's got a 15-foot bronze giraffe on the side. Now you're going to be on this boat for about an hour and a half, or actually 2.5 hours in the morning. The boat's kind of on the back seat. House under construction over here on your right-hand side is the name of his yacht, Pet Supermarket. Sound familiar? He owns a bunch of pet food stores. $80 million by selling birds, cats, and dogs. Now most of these houses we're going by right now are lived in all year round. 95% of them are. I have to see people come out wave the boat, about go away or nothing, come out. Half of them come out, flash the lights, no sign, things like that. But to give you an idea how much the property is along the New River, you can see a small lot over here on the left-hand side. And that's where it got its name, New River, from. Decided to say it was a subterranean stream that collapsed during an earthquake or a hurricane. And the Seminolen Indians called it something that I can't pronounce, but it's strange and mysterious. The sailors just called it New River. Tree hanging over the water over here on your right-hand side. It's an Indian rubber tree. This is a plant at one time and turned into a tree. Over here on your right. Anyway, get up here, I'm sure we won't have to slow down. It's a little while to stop the cars sometimes. But they just remodeled all the bridges a couple years ago, put little signs and displays up. Like you can see on the right side of a bridge, on the bridge, it's supposed to be a tile painting of what the river used to look like back when the Seminole Indians owned all this land. There she goes, honking a horn, trying to get the car. Then there's a little boat straight ahead going to the bridge. Thinks he can fit through there same time we do. Anyway, it's been a big tradition here at Jungle Queen. We always wave to the friendly bridge tender up on your right-hand side. So if you're sitting on the right side of the boat, make sure you wave to the bridge tender. Remember, we have to come back this way. They get lonely out there with the black and white TV and peanut butter and jello. Here on your left-hand side, you can see the brand new courthouse with the rear windows. It's only under construction. And over on your right-hand side, you can see the brand new Sun Sentinel building. It's about 3 years old now. Another building on your left-hand side, the large sandy-colored building with all the horizontal rows of windows. One of the better deals in town. I was reading this morning. Last night, 1,200 people got a free room to sleep in last night. They woke up this morning, they had breakfast served right in their room, absolutely free. It's a brand new $47 million Broward County jail. Fully air-conditioned waterfront jail. It's a modern jail. Every room has a bar. I just took Vegas and they get snacked out. There's a party boat over here on the right-hand side, Participation 3. Just when we left the EMR, you saw Participation 2. You see the construction had about the last 25 years. First show they opened up with was Phantom of the Opera. And a lot of famous people in there. They've had Frank Sinatra, Bob Hope. Matter of fact, tickets just went on sale, I believe, in the Saigon. Building. It's a good picture of that. Right beneath it. Here's a picture of the $7 million home we'll go by later on, the big white house. That's a great picture of that if you didn't bring a camera. Or if you did bring a camera. Look at a picture like that. On the back of each postcard it tells you who lives where and everything else. Couple more, I'll let you take a closer look at it. Here's a picture of Wayne Huizinga's house doing Blockbuster video. These are dry dollar. There's that live in freshwater, there's crocodiles that live in saltwater. A few of those left down in the Keys, and there's caiman alligators that live in freshwater or saltwater. Alright, now what Ron's going to do is he lifts the alligator's head up. First thing he's going to try to show you is he's going to open the jaws of the alligator and show you the 88 razor sharp teeth an alligator has. If an alligator loses a tooth, one grows right back. And eventually sit on the alligator's back and open the jaws. If you're on the wrong side of the pit, don't worry, we'll do everything twice. Alright, now when Ron opens the jaws of the alligator, notice where his right hand is. A lot of his fingers have to go up inside the mouth just to get the jaws open. Now when Ron opens the mouth, you'll be able to get a picture, look inside the mouth and see the 88 teeth. Look in the back of the throat, an alligator has like a moon-shaped valve in the back. It acts like a check valve. So an alligator can hunt and feed underwater without drowning. There you go, get your cameras ready. Takes a lot of strength to open the jaws of the alligator. See the moon-shaped valve in the back of the throat? Now an alligator doesn't use its teeth for chewing, it tears its food. An alligator swallows everything whole. Oh, up to 1/3 its own size. Now what Ron's going to do is called bulldogging the alligator. He's going to stick the jaws of the alligator right up under his chin. Then he's going to let go of his hands. This is so Ron can tie or tape the alligator's jaws up. Jaws of the alligator right up under his chin. It's called bulldogging the alligator. Get your cameras ready. Here we go. There we go, Ron Doctor bulldogging the alligator. Alright, now Ron's going to try to turn the alligator around and show the people on the other side of the pit. Look at the alligator attacking the other one over there in the far pit. Very territorial. Going to keep these alligators well fed. Otherwise it will hunt and kill each other for food. See, some of the alligators are underwater. An alligator can stay underwater up to 4 to 6 hours without coming up for air. And an alligator is also 95% muscle. You see the alligator just toss around or Ron around. Alligator in the wild doesn't do too much. They lay on the river banks and they usually feed at night. You can't train an alligator. An alligator has a brain about the size of a marble. What they do is they can slow their heartbeat down to 1.5 beats per minute. Bad time to be wrestling the alligators because it is their mating season. They're very aggressive now. One of the female alligators 2 weeks ago actually laid eggs up under the stairs where Ron gets inside the pit. Almost impossible to get inside. Ron's going to try to isolate one alligator and the jaw snaps up very fast. An alligator has over 2,000 pounds of closing pressure. Now they even raise the alligator down here in the farms. A lot of the restaurants here in town serve alligator on their menus. It's a lot like chicken. And now the alligators have been overpopulated in the Everglades. They even have a hunting season every September. Like a ladder. The largest alligator in this pit eats over 35 pounds of chicken every 3 to 4 days. They say you gotta keep them well fed, otherwise they hunt and kill each other for food. They've been around for millions and millions of years. They're pretty much the last of the dinosaurs. Now I gotta turn right around on Ron. Now you gotta also be careful because an alligator a lot of times in the wild will flip its tail around and knock its prey off its feet. They've been known to go up in the Everglades. They have a lot of farms off the Everglades that run up the riverbank and actually grab cattle, pull the cattle into the water. That actually protects the eye and actually acts like a pair of scuba goggles, a pair of swimming goggles. Alligator, very strong, 2,000 pounds of closing pressure, and you can see the alligator can actually lift its whole entire body off off the ground when Ron's got the alligator by the jaws like that. They just open their mouth. Now this is where most of the wrestlers get injured right here, because a lot of the teeth are on the outside of the jaws, and the alligator starts thrashing around. You gotta let go just at the right moment, otherwise your fingers get caught up in there. You've been lucky, Ron, for the last 4 years since been doing this. Probably 3 or 4 times, nothing too serious. Fingers nicked up here and there. So it's easy, you're more than welcome to go in there and help Ron out. Ron's been doing this most of his life. Started at the age of 14. Big honor for the Seminoles to sign a manhood when the Seminole can actually wrestle an alligator or handle one. Get the alligator's attention with the stick, with the head up. Try to pull him up on the stand so we can get on the other side. A couple of times a year we gotta stop the show. We really can't finish it. Okay, now we're on to open the jaws of the alligator again so the people on that side can see the inside of the mouth. Show you the 88 razor sharp teeth. Now that's where his right fingers are. So amazes me how he moves them out of the way before he lets go of the jaw. Flipped over on its back, they have a very small brain, and the brain will fall into a cavity of the skull, and the alligator passes away. Secure the alligator so they can run and go grab their boats or their canoes. Tail snapping around, all muscle. There we go. Cut the alligator over on its back. Now what you do is you give the alligator a little belly rub. You relax the alligator, just go right to sleep. Watch the arms start to drop down. See, he's pretty much sound asleep right now. Sound asleep. Sometimes they come back to life like you just did now. You spend time and really relax the alligator. To tell you about Ron, if you enjoyed the show, Ron's going to come around with a white bucket. He works for tips and gratuities. He does a show twice a day. So if you have $1 some change, that's how Ron makes his living. He does a show twice a day. How about another round of applause for everything Ron's shown you today? Nice job, Ron. Brittany, get over here.
Den Tourismus, das ist hier wirklich die Küche und da kommen die jeden Tag zusammen, kochen ihr Essen, abends setzen sich dann hin und erzählen und so weiter. Wir wohnen also zwei Familien. Sind jetzt durch die Zeit auch moderne Indianer geworden, die haben also Waschküche da oder den Trockner und so weiter, auch 12 Fahrräder und 4 Rad angeschlossene Autos. Und Pferde haben die ja sowieso keine. Aber diese das ist jetzt gegen die... Ja, aber das ist auch...
Was macht der dafür für kleine Dinge?
Das Verbrennung ist gegen die Moskiten. Hier haben wir das schön.
Das liegt dann rum und jetzt...
Wir haben da. Wunderschöne große. Hat dann ein Jahr nach der anders wie in Norderland im Zimmermarkt.
Ja, der eine ist damit...